When I was a kid, I loved graffiti. So my friends and I would paint. We would paint in the neighborhood. I used to write Ink One, I-N-K-O-N-E. What I loved about graffiti was the risk, the color palette, the excitement, the camaraderie. That sounds like home to me. I love that. My dad was awesome. The rule was if I tagged my name on a wall, my fingers got broke. But if I was doing a piece, my dad would come and shine the lights on the wall for my friends and I so we could finish our painting if the sun went down or we were painting late at night. Dad taught me ride or die, and that was, that was one of the best things about him. My dad was my best friend, definitely my best friend in the world. I was 18 when my dad passed. After I lost my dad, I hated the world, At that point, I wanted to be gone too. I did everything I could to be as self-destructive as humanly possible for as long as humanly possible. I hit this big transition, this wall, like, hey, I was going to college. I was gonna do these things, but I was doing it to please somebody else. Well, now that I'm angry and resentful, pleasing everybody, I'm gonna please me. And I wanna be a tattooer. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care that everybody's upset. I'm gonna go do me. And that's what I did. I remember riding these streets with a backpack full of paint on a bicycle. And this house right up here was the house of my parents. And that's where I spent from probably 5th grade or 6th grade on up through high school, right there. In my world, my house was the center of the universe. Really, I didn't need anything else.
Christopher used to beg me to take him to the art stores. He always liked coloring, drawing. He loved all of that. He would buy every graffiti magazine, whatever he could find. He loved graffiti. And that's how he started with the art.
I've always loved art. I've always gravitated to it. The concept of doing graffiti to get your name up all over the place, but always knowing that it would be painted over and erased, tattooing became relevant to me because it was like, I could tattoo a human being that's basically my art's gonna live on for the lifespan of that human, and I'm gonna get paid. This is a career.
I used to work at Tattoos by Lou, and Chris came by. I saw Chris, he could draw very well, and he had a very strong will.
LUIZ SEGATTO is like, he's legend in Miami, and for some reason, he took a liking to me immediately. He taught me the most about tattooing.
We would make our own needles, our own ink. We built our own machines. I saw a lot of potential in him, and I really thought that he would be anything he wanted to be.
LUIZ was like a second dad to me. When my father passed, LUIZ really pulled me out of the fire. He's really a big reason why I'm here today.
I always took Chris as a family, I always loved him as my son. And it was very important to me having him in my life. And till today, I still look at him like one of my own. I'm very, very proud of him and what he become.
Handcrafted is a place that I wanted to open, that I wanted to have when I came home from my abnormal life, the life that you see me on. This is real tattooing for me. This is real life. When I sit down and I do a tattoo, the first thing I do is block everything out and just listen to my machine. And that's really what centers me or grounds me, is the second that I hear that noise, I know that all my energy has to be on this next person's skin for their next tattoo. And it's the only time that I really feel that all the problems in the world just go away, and you get this little 3 or 4 hour window to just breathe and be at peace. When you come into a shop, there's a magic, and there's a feeling, and there's an energy, and I'm all about energy when it comes to the people I work with, the people I surround myself with. Anytime anybody needs something outside of this shop, we're all there for each other, so.
Everybody that works with us, I see like a cousin or a sister or a brother. There's not co-workers, we're like a family. And you feel that, when you come into the shop, you feel that energy. Chris is the type of person that personifies the saying, "I'll give you the shirt off my back." And I think just with his family upbringing and his past, I think that really reflects in the type of person he is, you know, like down to the core.
For me, one of the biggest things is finding a way to keep myself relevant to my business, relevant to my art, and true to my family. Being away as much as I've been away with my career has changed a lot of the dynamics in my home. I'm now a single dad again. It's really making me appreciate my daughter and the needs that she has, my son and the needs that he has, and really coming back to being more of a family guy.
He has his son, Anthony, who lives in California, and his little girl, Callie, who is such a treat.
She now has this thing where she covers herself in stickers and then fills in the blanks with markers, so she's fully tattooed. She goes, "Look, tattooed!"
When it comes to her, he melts like butter.
My son as well. It's like my son's now becoming a man. You know, it's not a little boy anymore, it's like a real dude. And so I can have real conversations with him man to man and tell him, here's what I've done all this time, and this may or may not have worked, but I want to at least be able to pass my life lessons off to my son. So this year will make my 25th year tattooing. This is my anniversary. Tattooing has afforded me a life that I would have never got to lead any other way. I think the most important thing in life is finding your own happiness. And the only way to find that as you get older is to see it through the eyes of your family and the eyes of people that you love. You know, I think losing family members at an early age in life, you find a way to bring the closest ones to you in. I like feeling the warmth of home because home is home. So the appreciation for what you can't appreciate when it's in front of you needs to be taken advantage of because life is short and you need to spread love more than hate. Hey YouTube, it's Chris Nuñez. Don't forget to subscribe to Spike's channel.